Well, I've read and heard that sharing your thoughts visually on Facebook and orally might be better than writing them because then people can hear your tone of voice. So, here are some thoughts. Maybe we'll start calling these thoughts from the basement since that's where I'm filming. Maybe I'll just have a terrible picture of myself. So, anyway, thoughts from the basement, volume 1. Some thoughts on pride. Pride is something I have. I tend to think and believe that, for example, most women would be glad to be my wife. I also tend to think that most people in the world would be happy to have me as as a friend. Also, related to that, I tend to think that I am better than other people, morally speaking. Not that I'm a better Spanish teacher, a better artist, or that I look better, but that I'm morally better because I haven't done X, Y, Z, or some of the things that you guys have done. Now, the problem with that is that as soon as I think of myself as morally superior to anyone else, I've fallen victim to that pride that I mentioned. And that in itself is a sin. The pride in itself is wrong. This is what Jesus was talking about when he kept reminding and harping on the Pharisees for thinking that they were better than anyone else, simply because they thought they had followed all the traditions. Matter of fact, they made up extras, rituals, ceremonies, traditions. They thought they were better than everyone else because they had done all of these things. That put them, they thought, as better morally than others. But Jesus pointed out that their pride was their sin, and that didn't make them any better than anyone else. That pride leveled them. Now, as people, we all struggle individually with pride and thinking that we're better than somebody else, particularly morally. We can always find someone who's done something worse than we have, but that pride again enters in, and now we're guilty of the sin of pride. This is individual, this is communal, this is ethnic, this is national. Anytime that I think that I am better morally than somebody else, or that my family is better morally than someone else, or that my clan, or my tribe, or my extended relations, or my church, or my golf club, or my protest group, or my friends, or my ethnicity, or my nation is better morally than any other person, family, community, group of friends, club, or nation, I have fallen into that sin of pride, which is wrong. In looking at each other as individuals and as communities, whether that community is as small as my family, or whether that community is as large as my nation, I may not and must not look at myself or us, whoever us is, as being morally superior, because that in itself is the sin of pride. When we look at each other individually or as communities, we must understand that morally we are not superior to others. We are all messed up. Even if it's the sin of pride because we think we have not done X, Y, and Z, that still means that we're messed up and that we're not any better morally than any other individual or group of people. When this is realized, then we can start to reach out to each other. Not from the top down, but across. So that we can learn from each other and help each other from a position of humility before each other, secondly, and before God, our Creator, first. This is what I pray for all of us. Thank you.